Hey guys, Spencer Coffman here with the Internet Hustler YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to build credit quickly. Hello everyone, welcome to the Internet Hustler YouTube channel. My name is Spencer Coffman. Today we're talking about how you can build credit quickly. So for starters, what is credit? Well, credit is basically a measure of how good you are at taking on debt and paying it back. And so that's measured in something called your credit score. If you want to know your credit score, you can check it out on your credit cards, or you can get an app called Credit Karma. They will tell you your credit score. A higher score is better, lower score is worse. So how do we get your score higher? There are several things you can do, and for the purposes of this video, we're going to focus on the easy things that you can do to improve your credit score. Now, these are not going to take you a long time. They're very, very quick, and you can improve your credit score pretty well. And by quick, I don't mean like it's an Experian Boost thing that you type in your information and in 10 seconds your score goes up 13 points. You can do that. Experian Boost, that's fine. But these are going to be some methods that you can do for your current and everyday habits that are going to greatly improve your credit score. So number one is, if you don't have credit cards, get credit cards. How many should you have? 2 or 3. Get 2 or 3 credit cards somewhere. If you need to know what credit cards to get, check out a playlist up here of some awesome credit cards that I really like that you should get as well. So get a few credit cards. The first thing you can do, if you already have credit cards, to improve your credit score, number one is to make sure your name matches on all of your credit cards. Okay, now you're going to say, yes, of course, it's my name. Well, is it John Doe or is it John T. Doe on some of them? You know, if you have certain credit cards that have your first and last name, and other credit cards have your first and last name plus your middle name or plus your middle initial, that's different. Make them all the same. So decide what one you want. Do you want to be known as all 3 names? Do you want to be a first, a last name, and a middle initial? Or do you want to just be a first and a last name? Choose your name. Then look at your cards. Call all the places, your bank. This is very important. Your banks, your car loans, your utility companies, all of those places, and make it match everywhere. So that's going to take you an hour or two, but get it to match everywhere. What that's going to do is that's going to all get reported to the credit bureaus, to the companies, everywhere else, and then now they're going to say, wow, this person, first name, last name, is really using a lot more credit than first name, last name, first name, last name, middle initial, first 3 names. You know, like before you had all kinds of different stuff going on. You get it all the same, that's going to help. Some people say this is a myth. However, try it and then decide if it's a myth or not when your score goes up by 50 points. All right? Number 2, the second thing you can do to rapidly increase your credit score is start using your credit cards. This is very important. Use your credit cards. Use them on all your expenses that you can. Gas, utilities, groceries, car payments, house payment, anything, rent, anything that you buy. If you can use a credit card for it and not have to pay additional penalties like a fee or something, then use the credit card. Then pay it off every single month. Wait for that statement. Wait for the statement. That's very, very important. So use your credit card. Let the credit card company send you a statement. And once they send you the statement, pay it off before the due date. So if the statement comes on the 15th and your due date is the 8th, then you get the statement on the 15th, pay it off on the 5th of the next month or something. So if the statement comes on June 15, then pay it off on July 5th. Do you see what I'm saying? Pay off the full statement balance. Don't pay off any more than that. Don't pay off any less than that. Do that every single month on all 3 of your credit cards. And then every 6 months, number 3, the number 3 way to rapidly increase your credit score is apply for a credit limit increase. Okay? If you've been using your credit cards, then you can easily go on the credit card app and just type it into the help, credit limit increase, and then how much do you want? It'll ask you. Choose a high number, $50,000 Obviously, they probably won't give you that, but if your current credit limit is $5,000 and you ask for $50,000, they might give you $10,000. Okay, do that. Every 3 months, every 6 months, whatever they allow you to do, continue asking for credit limit increases. Why? Because as your available credit limit goes up, your credit score will go up as well, because you'll be using the proper proportion of your credit limit. So, number 1, number 2, number 3, all right? You got to do those things to help rapidly increase your credit score. What else can you do? Well, there are a couple other things. Like number 1 would be to make sure that your utilities are in your name. So if you're paying your electric bill, if you're paying your heat, water, garbage, all of that kind of stuff, make sure they're in your name. And if you're married, put them in both your names. Those will also report to credit agencies, and that will help you improve your credit score. So these things are very simple to do, very easy. You know, make sure your name matches, make sure you use your credit cards, and make sure you apply for credit limit increases. Get your utilities in your name as well. So if you have a landlord that, you know, you're paying them for your utilities, pay the fee, get it switched into your name. It's worth it to help boost your credit score. If you need to do a few other things to improve your credit score, we can dive into some more advanced topics. So if that's something you want, please comment below, and I can get you into some more advanced tactics on things like balance transfers, convenience checks, those types of things that can help you be using more of your credit limit and then paying it back so that you can boost your score. It'll kill your score for a little while because you'll be maxing out your credit cards, but then after a while it'll come back higher than it was before. Other things that you could do to improve your credit score would be taking out a loan. So if you really need your credit score to go up, you could get like a secured credit card from a bank, or you could take out a loan on your car. These things are going to cost you, though. You're going to have to pay interest. So it depends on what your purpose is. But the things in this video are free. So changing to make sure your name matches, that's free. Using your credit cards, as long as you pay them off, that's free. Requesting credit limit increases, as long as you don't go crazy and you pay them off, it's free. And then making sure you pay your utilities in your name, that's free. So these things are some great things you can do to increase your credit score and start using the tools that you have available. Why do you need a high credit score? You need a high credit score if you ever want to get a loan, mortgage, any of that kind of stuff. If you want to start borrowing money, investing money, a credit score helps with all of that. So try to keep it high, but at a certain point, anything over 700 is pretty much all the same. So once you hit that 700, don't worry if it's 750, 800, 725, or it, you know, fluctuates. Don't worry about it. As long as you keep using those tactics, that score will stay up there. And if it takes a nosedive for a month or two, figure out what's going on, try to fix it. If you have any questions, need any help, comment below. And also, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button on the video as well, and that bell icon down there to stay tuned for future videos. Until next time.